And welcome back to Madden 17, everybody. My name is Mr. Hurricane, and today we're on All Madden breaking down some more gameplay today as I play this matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Oakland Raiders. And this time I wanted to put the game in the snow because I haven't really seen the elements in this game yet. And you guys know I love playing this game when it's either raining or snowy because it has effects on gameplay, and I just like to see a little bit more chaos when I play Madden because football is a very chaotic game. And things don't always go as planned, and weather helps create more of that random factor. So let's skip this section here, and this is going to be like my last video between the Titans and the Cowboys, only this one is going to be on All Madden, basically. So we'll kick it off here to Oakland. This is my first time kicking on All Madden, and that went pretty well. And here we go. So back deep is Taiwan Jones, and let's see. There he tries the spin move. One thing I wanted to talk about and really see here, pay more attention on kickoffs, is that the CPU, when they're a ball carrier, they're using a lot more moves than they ever have. I've seen a lot of really cool clips where the computer actually fakes people out and they're using many of the new skill moves. And that's one thing the computer really hasn't taken advantage of and holds the computer back from being a threat on returns or to break off long runs as common as a user could. Here is Latavius Murray with some running room, and there's the spin move right there. I saw one on Twitter from, I believe, Pasta Padre, just like that. And that's an example. Like, All Madden is probably what I'll be playing my franchise on over on my main channel, if you're not familiar, youtube.com/Mr. Hurricane. But this is one of the things that I wanted to make a talking point, and now we're seeing it. Here's DeMarco Murray with the spin move. We'll take a look from a better angle here. Camera work needs some work here from me, but I like that. That's a great animation, especially here in the snow to see a player just like slip past like that. We'll watch that one more time. But yes, the computer being able to pull off moves like this is definitely a welcome addition this year. When I do my Ultimate Team and Draft Champions videos on this channel, you'll likely see it kind of play out similarly to this, where I'm trying to break down gameplay and tell you like why I'm doing certain things and what I'm seeing. That's where I think that Ultimate Team and Draft Champions are interesting when it's done in live commentary. And already we're seeing pretty good run blocking up front here on All Madden, and that's one of the things that's normally unbalanced. The CPU blocking is normally very good. They have all day to throw, wide open running lanes, and that's one thing I'll be keeping an eye on as I look to see what I have to alter when I start worrying about sliders. I haven't really experimented yet because the day one patch is obviously not out yet. I'm recording this on Monday, so on the day before the game actually releases. So starting whenever that first patch comes out, likely, tomorrow I'm assuming, that'll be when I start going into franchise and I play games on like default All Madden and start being like, okay, where do we go from here? Nice stop. That'll give you more of a fighting chance against the ground game this year of the CPU, being able to make plays closer to the line of scrimmage, because the first few yards in 16, at least in my franchise, were really well blocked for the CPU. And especially having defensive linemen able to make stops close to the line. We haven't seen it these last two plays, but we've still seen good filling, and that's where the gap integrity is going to be the biggest difference, not blowing their assignment and whatnot. Because one thing that makes slider adjustments really difficult is knowing what the issue actually is. You don't look at a play and be like, okay, there are too many long runs and say blocking's the issue. It might not be. It could be gap responsibilities. It could be your play calls. And that's why I urge everybody to kind of do slider tests on their own, especially because we all have our preferred package of plays we call, and maybe some don't realize that they're in a disadvantage against the ground, and they end up adjusting sliders instead of adjusting their tactics. Okay, I did not expect a fake punt there, or a fake kick. But the CPU unleashing it here in the first quarter, that's an interesting little aspect to the AI. I always thought the AI in NCAA was more interesting. Like, they would sometimes go for it on like 4th down inside the 5-yard line, and they would be more apt to do like fakes and special teams, although it's not very common. So that was the fake field goal holder power. I tried that one online. It didn't work for me. I came close though. I got back to the line of scrimmage basically. It was 4th and goal from the 1. I tried it. So now I'm going to try to Get this Eagle offense in motion, and that's going nowhere on the first run by Ryan Matthews. Bruce Irvin is there. What'd they call there? Yeah, they called a blitz. That worked well against that run. Let me go into the shotgun now, and I'll try doing one of these play actions. And keep an eye on the blocking on play actions. Are players giving up pressures quickly on play action like last year? There is actually some time to throw on this one, but again, pretty good coverage, and out of bounds, Zach Ertz. I love seeing tighter passing windows and windows that just don't open this year. It took a step in that direction last year. But I think that there are going to be a lot of new habits you'll want to learn in Madden 17. Which routes, you know, are going to be successful in different situations. I have no options here with Bradford. Unless I want to take a chance downfield 50-50, and that's not my game. So there's a sack. That was just man coverage. We'll take a look. What would be the routes I'd want to look at here? Let's watch that how that slant look, because that's a route that usually does well against man coverage. And there really wasn't any chance there. That was Amerson, whose ratings should be pretty good. He's likely a higher overall than Jordan Matthews. Now we're going to punt this away. I'm not sure if CPU coverage needs to go down. He did mirror that pretty easily. But again, sample size, no day one patch, I'll wait. And plus, like, I know other people who do sliders every year, they know more about adjusting sliders than I do. Look at TJ Carey busting out the moves. Man, you might see computers take kicks to the house against you this year. And that's a game changer. That definitely evens the playing field. So here's the look I have here. I have a linebacker blitz. And it's a fake from Derek Carr. And he has all the time in the world, basically. And there's Amari Cooper. He spins out of bounds. The spin there wasn't exactly necessary, and that's one thing I have noticed. Sometimes they are a little too, the moves happen a little bit too frequently. Or really it's just like situations where they don't necessarily need to happen. Alright, here we are back in a cover 3 now. If they go short flats, that should be open, but they're going to run it here. Here's Murray, and he's brought down after a 5-yard gain. I like a lot of the new combo coverages in this game. This is one cover 2 buster. You have man coverage on one side, cover 2 on the other. And this has been one of my favorites to use online. We have everything covered. Oh, never mind. I thought we had someone over there covering Wolford. Nope. From what I'm seeing so far, definitely turn CPU pass blocking down. That was kind of expected. This is a good offensive line, though. They're not actually that far away from the Cowboys' offensive line in terms of, like, overall ratings as a whole. They're very good here. But I have really good pass rushers in Philly in this game, so I expected a little bit more of a fight up front. But this really isn't too surprising. This is kind of par for the course. There's second down for Derek Carr. And there's pressure. He gets it away. That's on target for Clive Wolford. And again, the passing window wasn't that big. That's a route that does get open commonly against man coverage. That was the corner by a tight end against the linebacker. But it didn't look too bad. Oh. My go-to play down here in the red zone, actually. Well, actually, I'm at the 3-yard line. I should come up my goal line. But online, I've been using cover 2 and then telling my guys to play the sticks. And it seems to cover up most routes people are trying. I think where it would be open would be if you had like a vertical on one side or like a corner to the back pylon that might be open against this cover 2 in the end zone. Usually this hot route, like the play short, smart, whatever it is, where they play to the sticks, that normally will help stop the dump-offs to the tailback in the end zone. But there's an easy rushing touchdown by Latavius Murray, and we'll see if we can get some offensive production ourselves. I have yet to block a kick myself. I have seen 2 kicks blocked, and I've played, you know, a handful of offline games and 8 online games. I've only seen 2 block kicks, one by a user, one by CPU. So if anybody was wondering about that being an issue, which I know, like my first video had a block kick in the 4th quarter for a touchdown. And that was on my main channel. If you haven't checked it out yet, I have a lot of What do I have so far on my main channel? 5 Madden 17 videos as I make this, and I show off draft champions. I have just some gameplay if you want to watch more of it, and then I have me going through an entire off-season in franchise mode to show you what it looks like this year. So if you're not familiar with my main channel, definitely give that a look. A little bit late on that throw, but we'll connect anyway with Ruben Randall. One of the things that's really more important this year is to really know your route concepts on each play and timing. It was important last year, especially given the sliders I played on. Most of my impressions of last year come from playing so much more franchise than online. And timing was very important. It's even more so now. Let's go outside here, and I think Trey Burton was out of bounds. So I'm 1 for 3 here with Sammy Bradford. And I'm still trying to find like my comfort zone with the passing this year. I haven't been as good, especially online. A lot of the people using just the variety of zones have been able to shut down my offense there. So here we go. Matthews in contested coverage, and that's David Amerson. So Amerson has shut down Jordan Matthews on that side. They have the football again. So here's a cover 4 look. And it's Carr back to pass with time down the middle, and this is Crabtree to the 50. And here is Tampa 2, which is a much more viable scheme this year. Maybe not on a regular basis, but there are times when cover 2 is useful. There are times when basically every coverage has a purpose, and cover 2 has been one that's really struggled for a long time. Like, yeah, it should have weaknesses like between the deep zone and the cloud flat I have over there. That intermediate outside is always a weakness of the cover 2. We have the screen covered, and Carr goes down. We're going to get that football back. Well done covering that up. But having different techniques usable for that middle linebacker and being able to use the smart play to the sticks, I think that cover 2 is probably as good as it's ever been. So here's Marquette King kicking this one away, and I like this. Hey, the CPU isn't just dropping this in the end zone. They actually put me in a spot where I couldn't get a big return. They kind of had me pinned toward that sideline. Only a 10-yard return there. So that's a good look from the CPU. I should force more punts so we can take more looks at that. So I have 17 seconds out here. So what's my matchup here? -16 release, -11 route running. For Matthews, it's -21 release, -4 route running. Or that's Aguilar. For Matthews, it's -4 release, -6 route running. So nobody on this team has an advantage when it comes to just getting open, which means I have to scheme them open or get runs after the catch. That's an area that still needs to get better, just sideline awareness and being able to stay in bounds to extend a play. Let's flip this play here. Let's try to actually get some yardage here. Let me get Ertz running a smart route over the middle. And there is another interception, trying to fit that in. Wow, TJ Carey with the interception. So here is the CPU dominating here on All Madden. This is definitely tough. Now they have 8 seconds to try and get some points here. Let's put this guy, Eric Rowe, in the cloud flat. And here's Carr. He wants to screen again. This time it's open. Latavius Murray on the outside. Gets out of bounds. Now we should see a field goal. This would be a good test here. We're in the elements. I think there's some wind. And the CPU is going to try a 53-yard field goal. Sebastian Janikowski, whose ratings should be really good. So we'll see if he hits this field goal. All right, here we go. Janikowski misses this one, both with power and accuracy. Not a very good kick. I'm not sure if he was kicking into the wind. If I'm now kicking into the wind, then he was before. I can't see. I'm not kicking off. I forgot about that. Okay, this is my chance to finally get some offense going in this game. Here we go, Josh Huff up this sideline. There's definitely something with the wind, though, because that was a short kickoff. Okay, let's try opening here with the run. And it's Matthews to the outside. Oh, I tried doing a move there. I guess I don't know the moves that well. I ended up just kind of stopping in my tracks. I get 6 yards. That was good blocking. Now we're going to go curl flat. And they only have one corner on this side. I kind of wish I was on the other side of the field. I'm on the short side. I don't like this. But we'll still go short here to Ruben Randall. Little tackle battle as he shoves away David Amerson, and we move the chains finally. Look at that. 3 of 7, 2 interceptions. Should put in Wentz. I might just do that. So first down and 10. We'll go. Ooh, what the heck is that, Sammy? We're going to put in Wentz now, which I'm sure his ratings are significantly worse. But I want to play with Carson Wentz. Let's see what the rookie can do on here on All Madden difficulty. Leapfrogging Chase Daniel here. Here we go. Here's a concept I like and one you want to get familiar with this year against zone coverage. Levels. I like me some levels. And that's Ertz hanging on! Despite the hit there by Reggie Nelson. Here's Wentz with a 15-yarder on his first throw. Now let's go with a little inside zone. 6 in the box here. And this is Matthews wrapped up on the play. That didn't look too bad as far as just like balance in the trenches goes, which is a really, really key part of getting sliders to play correctly. Second down and 7. Whoops. I don't think I wanted to throw it to Randall, but I did. It works. There we go. Wentz has us on the move. Even though it's only been a few plays. Let's try going inside zone on 3rd and 10. Or 3rd and 1, I mean. And there's the run by Ryan Matthews. And a flag comes in late. They're probably going to get us for a legal block in the back here, and that's going to probably back us up a little bit. Yep, a legal block in the back. So we're going to go 3rd and 1 again. At least we're not backing up to make it more difficult. Okay. Can we block well on here? 3rd and 1. That's close. But we get it. 4 rushes for 10 yards against this defense. This Raiders team is really nice. Definitely a nice team. Okay, let's call some slants here. Can we get these open? Of course, zone coverage. There's a catch by Aguilar as we get to the 31. Look at Wentz just like turn this entire offense around. Maybe, no, Ruben Randall's not getting open against Sean Smith. Not happening. But we're going to go play action bootleg. Set your feet, Wentz. On target, Nelson Aguilar, touchdown. 31 yards. And Carson Wentz ties this game for us. Now, they called a heavy man blitz here, and it ended up being Aguilar versus a safety. And so he played off, which means he was going to have trouble closing the gap there regardless. So there we go. That's a touchdown. We have this thing almost tied up. I got to hit the extra point first, and they're not automatic. 8-mile-an-hour wind. There we go. Good accuracy. Almost blocked. Man, there are going to be so many moments where I'm worried about kicking in my franchise this year. I can already tell. But having that drama, I mean, that's what I want. I want this game to be as realistic as possible. So we have this thing tied up now in the 3rd quarter. It was just all I had to do was put in Carson Wentz. If I did that earlier, we'd be up like 28-7 right now. I'm only partially kidding. Wentz did well. So let's see if they go back to the run. We haven't seen it in a while. And they're going to throw it. Short drop back down the middle. Crabtree has it, and that's a gain of 10 as we head to the 4th. Wouldn't mind seeing this game go to overtime. Cover 2 Buster. I think combo coverage is going to be really nice to use this year. More so than last. Can we get some pressure over here, guys? A lot of high-paid players on this defensive line. So there's Murray wrapped up shy of the marker, 3rd and inches, and now we're going to call a little blitz. Let's jam him on the outside and see if we can get the stop. 3rd and inches. Murray met. There's the stop. That's always the risk on here. When you pull a lineman like they did, and there's a blitz, we just happened to have the gap blitzed right where that guard was pulling around the other side, so there was nobody there to pick him up. Plus, it was a counter, so it's a slower developing run. We get the football now. Darren Sproles. That one's going to the end zone. But that's one thing I'll definitely keep an eye on. Are they usually kicking into the end zone like in the past, or are they using the sideline better and just being able to give us worse field position in general? So 2:42 to go, and we have Carson Wentz leading this offense. 1st and 10 over the middle. There's Randall. And he almost fights through all that contact. He gets us 7. What was I, 2 of 8, 2 of 7 with Sam Bradford? I'm 5 of 5 with Wentz. Let's try play action. I want to see that blocking again. I like to hit either Aguilar or Burton on this play. Play fake. And sacked. I saw the safety rallying down, didn't want to throw a pick. And I didn't see that the blitz was coming through. So let's call, I don't know if I like this, but I called it. We're going to go with it. 3rd down and 12. Down the middle. Oh, it's intercepted by Nate Allen. Jumping there out. So the CPU coverage is really good, and they're going to jump in front of those passes. These aren't all plays that I would like normally call if I was like trying to like play a franchise game or like an online game. I wanted to see how CPU reacts to certain things, and I like to see those passing windows get tightened up. Although I'm wondering if coverage for CPU needs to be knocked down just a little bit. And there was a nice juke by Latavius Murray on that play. I love seeing the CPU bust out those moves. I just want to do a bunch of kick returns if I can set that up and just kick off to the CPU over and over again and see how long it takes for them to bust the touchdown. There's Murray wrapped up. Nice job by Logan. And now we're going to try getting off the field here. It's not going to be easy. And if they move the sticks, they're going to be in position to win this game and end this game. So here's the stacked box. And Murray is brought down there by Barwin. He didn't get it. 4th and inches. We're just holding on to all these timeouts right now. And here's Janikowski for the lead. There it goes. So 10-7. I'm trying to pull off the comeback here. The 35-second drill with Carson Wentz. That's kicked to the corner. We're going to get there? Sure do, but it's a touchback. Out to the 25 this year, remember that. I love to set up actually a long tying field goal and see if I can make it after I missed with Blair Walsh a tying 56-yarder as time expires. Oh, man. Oh, no. Thank you, Matthews, for at least denying an interception there. So what's my target range here? 38-yard line with Caleb Sturgis. Aguilar's route there is going to take too long. I wanted to hot route it. Didn't get it in time. Let's go down the middle. Ertz. Oh, knocked away. Trying to let my best playmaker on here make a play. But if you haven't noticed, those passes into traffic this year, you're not coming away with anywhere near as many as you did in Madden 16. And you're going to notice that online. People are still trying to play that way. Oh, no. Wentz lost the football. We keep it, though. But now this has got even more difficult. It's 4th and 20. I haven't called 4 verticals in a long time. Let's do 4 verts. See how they cover it up. Alright, someone get off their jam. Oh, man, just got to throw it up the seam. Knocked away, intercepted by Sean Smith. So there's a look at some All Madden gameplay, guys. The CPU is pretty tenacious on defense against the pass. They're able to get rushed. They're covering very well. And maybe they have to be tuned down a little bit just because they're mirroring routes quite a bit. But they're playing well in zone coverage this year. And that's going to make things very, very interesting when it comes to getting my franchise up and going this year. So I dropped this game, but I think it was another good video to show off just gameplay here on All Madden and see the game played in the snow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, check out my Madden 17 content on my main channel. That is linked down below in the description. And I will see you guys with whatever it is I have next over here. I'll have some more Madden 17 content coming your way. And I'll see you guys with more of it soon. Have a great day, guys.